just gonna, like, wave his hand away, be like, I'm fine.
That is the #1 indication that Sunburn isn't fine.
Now, I'm gonna trust you. Mainly because I also want to go to sleep, but...
Samson wakes up and yells.
Did Samson ever get dried off from being in the water?
On the water?
Well, I mean, he was in it before he was on it.
Oh yeah, no. He's like, pretty damp. And this is, like, regular water, so it ain't even, like, anti-magicking off.
But yeah, she's just gonna be like, you're not too cold.
And then the second you say that, he's gonna just start, like, physically shivering.
It's also driving, pouring rain, so...
Now that you mention it, yeah, a little.
Yeah, like it jinxed me.
If only Nim was here.
I don't have this.
Our little dry cleaner. Prestidigitation.
Our dry cleaner is closed from the hours of 11 to 7.
She would also have to sit there and constantly recast it because the storm is literally torrential rain. He will be soaked just as fast as he is dried.
Hyel's gonna pull off her cloak, hand it to Samson, and be like, "Go be dry."
But this isn't a towel, it's a...
Well, don't use it as a towel.
I've given you my husband, and you asked why he can't be used as a towel!
Are you turning down my husband?
This isn't a towel, this is a baby daddy.
Stop rejecting my husband! I want you to have my husband!
Hey, y'all, are all your exes this soft?
Yes,
She
actually.
pokes Samson's belly! Potentially.
Huh? Oh. He's gonna, like, wrap it around himself like when a sick person gets up from their bed and just needs to be coiled in blanket.
That's a move.
Just be like, alright, if you need anything,
You'll be
Just-
asleep.
yeah, but you can wake me up. I'm not sure about waking Nim up. I feel like she'd be ready to, like, punch someone. And it's Nim, so that's really scary.
Hyel internally is just like imagining a punch from Nim, and it's just like, oh no, so painful.
It's not the threat of the punch, it's the fact that she's willing to do it.
It's an emotional damage punch.
Yes.
Unless I roll like a nat 20 or something.
Have a good one. See you in a few hours.
Just kind of waves. And then goes to find something to help with.
You know what this cloak needs? Tassel.
Oh, I could only imagine if...
Tabaxi don't have tassels.
They have whiskers!
Ew. I guess they technically do serve this.
They have perfect.
Did she just say tassels serve a purpose?
Yes!
The
He
intended.
admitted it.
Yeah, but
Did any of
Samson's
these
don't.
pirates need me to do
Specifically-
anything?
Specifically, Samson's tassels have no purpose.
That's a lot.
Johnny is running around making repairs to the boat. The rest of the pirates are moving stuff. Rosebeard's busy steering the ship. And Zanzibar's just marking sea monsters out in the distance.
Good for him.
Kind of drawing and distracting them away from the boat for easier sailing. So really, it's just stuff as things as normal. Well, as normal.
Ah,
I
yes,
guess.
I wouldn't expect them otherwise.
Stuffy things.
And things we do.
Yeah.
I know, right? I really thought the music was going to change to some sort of lullaby as the party, as like most of the party is drifting off to sleep.
There we go. So anyway, Samson and Nim wake up below deck.
Has it been a full long rest? Because I'm gonna tell you, if the answer's no, Nim's
It
not
has
waking
been
up.
a long rest. It's
Okay.
been more than a long
So
rest. It's been 10
That would
hours.
make it like a weird hour of the night now, right?
10-ish.
Cool.
Well, if it
Yeah,
was
so a weird
12
hour of the night when everyone should be going to bed.
They're working in shifts.
Yeah, so the
Actually,
people who
no.
got that first
Correction,
actual long
it's-
rest are now working again.
It has been longer. It's been enough time. You've actually slept for enough time that it is the next morning.
Ow.
Yeah, you've been
Nim
complete
goes back
out of
to
it.
sleep. I'm kidding.
Like, it's early. It's like 6 o'clock regular time.
Samson, what time is it?
Not sure. Oh, my head hurts.
Would Hyela have gone to bed at some point, or is she waking up now too? Just like on the upper deck or wherever she decides to sleep.
Yeah, I mean, she's stayed above deck, so it depends on if the storm has died, and if so, has it been long enough since the storm died for her to go to sleep? Because she's not gonna sleep while it's still kinda stormy,
Well,
because that would be
the
difficult.
ocean is glassy, and the sky is very clear.
Cool.
At some point during your thing, when the storm started to die down, Zanzibar made his way back to the ship. And all the pirates that were on deck with you eventually just, like, keeled over and piled up. Complete exhaustion, just making them unable to walk to a bed. Communal huddle puddles have been created. I don't know if you guys saw, but I placed the edge of your tokens on the margin so that you can still grab them.
Oh, I knew where mine was. But thank.
Yeah, but you can't grab things inside the margin, right?
Yes, can.
Well, they're sticking out there. They're tabbed. What the Samson and what the Nim do?
We wake up with Folgers in our cup.
Alright.
Very
What's
difficult.
coffee called? In this world?
Damn it! I forgot to figure it out. I'll get back to
Wasn't
you.
it called coffee?
No.
Didn't
Well-
Lawrence have some coffee?
Zanzibar was called coffee, but it was not coffee.
Oh well, I hate whatever the world calls it.
Jeez.
It's called
I'm gonna
Folgers.
tell coffee. Nim tells Samson, I want some coffee.
In whatever the word would be.
I want some schmoffy.
Nim can't have coffee. She's 12.
Teal
Nim can have
coffee.
whatever she wants.
No.
Except
rich.
loving parents. Anyway,
Yeah.
Nim wants coffee.
I mean, you can now.
We'll find out. Anyway, where's
Anyway,
Bella?
We're gonna head up deck. Samson's gonna be a little groggy because overslept.
slept like 14 some odd hours.
I'm just imagining his hair's like a mess.
Nim's gonna
He
fix
feels
their
like he feels like he's hungover despite the fact that he didn't drink yesterday.
I didn't know
Oh, man, we
you
know
could
that.
get drunk on rest and relaxation.
What is this feeling of being well rested and hydrated? Disgusting.
It's like a hangover.
I'd rather just drink. At least then sleep gets rid of it. Oh God, Samson just assumes that if you don't drink and then go to bed, you wake up with a hangover. You must drink and sleep in order to not hang over.
Well,
At
no,
the
because
same
he
time?
didn't do that during the beach episode.
Yeah, I know, I'm making a bad joke.
Yeah, just IV drip alcohol into your arm during the night.
Woo!
Samson, why are you wearing Hela's cloak?
She gave it to me, actually.
Like
as I was
forever?
heading off to bed. Simpson's gonna, like, feel it and feel how comfy it is. Be like, I mean, I wouldn't be opposed to that.
But is it soft?
She
It's
is
really soft.
Yella has laid the lover's mantle upon his shoulders. He is claiming.
Don't say those words.
Well, I'm not wrong. It is made out of lover. Made
Don't
out
say
of...
those words.
Faux lover.
Again,
So,
can't tell me
where's
what to
Yella?
say.
Not those words. Where's Hela?
Again, can't tell me what to say.
Nim is swimming to the boat.
Ooh, new picture. Where the heckle heckin' is Sammy Sam?
Is
Here,
Hela awake or
there.
asleep?
Everywhere.
If it's morning, she's probably up.
Samson's not Mr. Skippy. Plop.
He's Mr. Skippy.
He's Mr. Skippy.
Morning, everyone. Yalla. He's gonna hand you your husband back.
She takes it and puts it back on.
Husband has been acquired. Return to inventory.
I was about
Whoa.
to say, that was comfy. Who was that again?
What do you mean who? Nim missed that comment.
Nim's never missed an emotional conversation. What do you
Nim
mean?
has legitimately missed all but one.
Yeah,
It's
and then she
hilarious.
had it, and then she
There-
ran away from it.
Yeah, there
Not
was the
even-
one where she like yelled at Samson and then immediately ran away.
Ran into the ocean.
I
To
was
be
ignoring
fair,
that one.
I could
was-
not get her there.
I was talking about the one that Nim and Hela had a few sessions back. Because Nim was there for the whole thing.
Oh yes, that's the one Samson missed.
Yeah.
Which one was that?
After her emotional breakdown,
Nim and
Which
Hela
one?
had a good moment.
the most recent one.
Oh yeah.
Remember we went and we sat under the stairs and Yella talked about her fears.
You know, Yella's emotional breakdown. Do you have any idea how little that narrows it down?
Where's I? Where's I?
She's fine. At the moment.
So Nim will go.
That's what
Samson
Samson
says that
asked.
your coat's really soft.
I try
Yeah.
and keep it maintained.
Did you say I try and keep him maintained?
No, it.
Oh.
She's not referring to her coat with humanoid pronouns.
Because that'd be weird.
It's an it.
It's an it now.
How do you keep it maintained?
Shampoo, conditioner, marital counseling.
You know, 3 food groups. She's just gonna kind of shrug and be like, try to avoid keeping it dirty.
That makes sense. I usually just get my coats dry cleaned. I thought you were gonna say, what's a dry clean? What are you talking about?
Oh no, she's thinking that. She just doesn't care enough to ask. She's like, ah, yes, it's a Nim thing. Is Nim still 12?
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
so Kyalla's gonna look at Nim and be like, is this one of your things?
Oh, I actually don't know. I think so.
You think so? Are there other reasons
Yesterday
you would
was
be...
kind of a blur with yesterday and the day before. I don't do well on little sleep.
Hmm.
Ah,
So I'm
yes.
just gonna stay like this for a while.
Until she
Fair enough.
figures out what to do. Or if.
Physically fine, emotionally trying to figure it out. Does it bother you?
I wouldn't say bother, but it's certainly an odd change.
Yeah, it's like I'm a kid or something.
You are
You're
a kid.
now. There's a squid now.
I'm 17.
Not from the looks of it.
Yeah, you don't really look like you used to.
Give me a mirror.
Here you go. And then Samson will hand him his mirror.
And then we'll look in the mirror and then gasp. I haven't looked like this since I was 12.
I wonder why.
And then she'll hand back the mirror.
I'm 12. My youthful radiance.
Nim always has youthful radiance, I'll have you know.
This is like youthfuler radiance.
Baby face.
You don't seem bothered by this.
Holden.
What? Sorry, someone made a loud bang. What?
Oh, Hyala just said you don't seem bothered by this.
You know, you're right, and that's weird. I feel like I should be.
I can't imagine being a child again.
And then
Yeah, just he
several
has a Vietnam
realizations hit
flashback.
Nim. Nim's like, I can't be a kid again. I don't want to debut again. It was hard enough the first time. And then the classes and the stupid dancing and and I can't go on my date.
Unless you want the guy to go to jail.
That's why I
Date.
can't go on my date. I had a date lined up after this and now I can't go on it.
Yeah, you hear a body hit the upper deck, just full on collapse.
I feel like I should care, but don't.
Hyala looks in the direction.
Yeah.
Oh, is that Rosebeard?
Yeah, Rosebeard fell over backwards from exhaustion.
That seems bad. Can Hyala go up and grab the thing?
You can start going up to go grab the wheel.
Cool.
As you do, Zanzibar approaches from the other side of the wheel and just,
Oh, good.
yeah, looks at you.
I take the wheel. You take the body.
Yeah, he just has... you've seen it once or twice, I believe, but he just has that flat affect face on. And he just grabs the wheel. I've got it. Don't worry about it. By the way,
Did
how about-
Rosebeard specifically say he didn't want Zanzibar driving the boat?
That was
Oh.
before Zanzibar drove the boat.
Yeah.
Yeah. But also, as he grabs the wheel, he doesn't look you in the eye, he just starts looking forward. By the way, you've got about 3 hours.
Ah. Until what?
We're in the eye of the Prima Largo.
Meaning...
Hurricanes take circular shapes. They form basically donut shapes. A circle with a hole. Otherwise,
I like
geometric-
donuts.
I like how he just said donut, like Hyala would have even the slightest idea what a donut is.
Yeah, he's like, donut. Well, geometrically, it's a torus shape. And he draws a ring in the air without looking at you, like 2 circles. They're shaped like that. They can either pass counterclockwise or clockwise. They spin. We're in the center, so it's very calm. The wind currents are all around us. We're heading into the storm through it. That's its path. After about 3 hours, we're going to have the other part of the ring. So you have 3 hours until the Prima Larga returns. Sea monsters and other gargantuan beasts use the migratory path of the storm because the chaotic waters kick around nutrients. Simple. Then he looks down at Nil and it's like, I told you you're not... Why are you 12?
I don't know. I don't want to be 12.
You surged again, didn't you? No, he said you surged again, didn't you?
She
I
doesn't
probably
remember.
did. Yesterday was kind of a blur. I don't do well on little sleep.
Yes. That's... Not the little sleep part. Lest I, get anything else wrong, but... That's absolutely wonderful, this whole situation, because I'm going to absolutely have to sort that out.
Did Nim ever tell the party that she has a younger brother?
I
Yeah.
don't think so. Oh.
Wait. I know I've told you guys. It has no.
Yes. Yeah, that's what I'm asking.
I don't know if it's been explicitly brought up or if it's something Nim would have just brought up in one of our general conversations that we don't actually act
I don't
out.
know. Nim doesn't talk much about herself or her life or her family or anything.
Just the circus.
Yes.
Yeah.
We know that the
Actually-
circus exists.
No,
Yeah, I don't
Nim's
know
only
if she-
talked about her parents.
Yeah. She's mentioned them in passing with horrid effect. I don't think she's ever actually mentioned her brother.
No, I did once on the boat.
Yeah.
You're
Once.
like the boat to Zanzibar, or
The boat to Zanzibar.
Yeah. There's
This
no
boat we're
guarantee
on
that
now.
that after one time they may remember.
Well, yeah. but
time
it's
for a
not-
history check.
Roll a history check. Does Yala or Samson remember she has a brother? History checks. Let's go.
Alright.
Woo! Shaw passes by a narrow margin.
Samson! Nim's
Samson.
age.
Yeah. Shaw uses Nim's age to correlate to the remembrance of. Wait, she's young. Didn't she have a younger brother when she was older? Now she's old-int. What's up with that? Samson's like, no thought, head empty. I can't walk on water.
It's like-
Depression.
Nim's 12.
Nim's
No
12.
head, thoughts empty.
Cricket, cricket, cricket.
No, I
Cry.
imagine the monkey with the cymbals just
Yeah.
doing the.
Ching!
Ching,
Ching.
ching, ching, ching.
Ching!
It's just Samson in a chibi form, like squished to be a toy monkey. Ching, 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 ching. Those things are creepy though. I hate them.
Only if they're at midnight and you didn't wind it up.
I think it being wound up at midnight will be... Oh, I get what you're saying now. But you know, Zanzibar.
Those things wound up at midnight is cause for a house fire.
Zanzibar what?
Yeah, Zanzibar is just saying, well, I guess I'll have to fix that too. Can't exactly leave you like that.
I mean, does it make much of a difference?
Yes. Makes all the difference.
Physically? No. Magically? All the difference.
I feel like it's the other way around. What do you mean physically no? The difference between a 12-year-old and
Does
17.
Is Yala actually asking that?
No, I'm just judging you.
Wouldn't it be the opposite though?
No. Because, well, technically, being physically younger or older doesn't make a whole lot of difference depending on the age. I mean, it would only be really dangerous if she was, for example, a 5-year-old. A 5-year-old losing 5 years means, well, she'd die.
Oh, look,
Ew.
there's a fetus on the ground.
Ew, what's that squishy thing?
She would lose enough
Steps on it.
physical mass to no longer be capable of life. But you can't actually die from gaining age, contrary to popular belief. So if she was, let's say, 92 and gained 10 years, common misconception would think that she's just going to turn to dust and a skeleton. No. You could in fact become 300 years old by magical means. Temporal magic doesn't kill in the upward direction. The problem, though, is this is a surge, which means part of her very life essence is now interwoven with, well, magic. Wild magic, to be specific. A good way of looking at it is imagine
Only a
that
part?
a good way of
Isn't
looking
that
at
why
it
she surged in the first place?
is imagining. Ay, ay, ay. A good
We
way.
have to heckle.
Yes.
You're heckling me though, not Zanzibar. There's a difference. Heckle him all you like. Heckle me. I'm gonna be sad.
While he's talking, can y'all just like pick up
Start
Rosebeard?
Sure, you can. He's quite heavy despite his size.
Okay. Do I need to roll for it, or can I still just do it?
Are you gonna try and bench press?
No, she was gonna go put him in his room.
Oh, okay. No, you know, I'm not gonna make you roll. a
Bigger
strength
baby.
check for that. But he is
Oh,
quite
you
heavy,
should-
and it's not.
You
easy
should
to
start
do.
doing curls with his body. That'll help you get stronger.
Ooh, ah, ooh, ah, ooh, ah.
Feel the burn, Yella. Feel the burn.
No pain, no gain. No pain, no gain.
All right,
don't
get
wake
rid of
up.
the burn. Burn sucks. I want cold.
Anyway, look at it. Look at it from this way. The best way I could probably describe it is if you had two bundles of fiber, one being her life, as he points to him, and one being the general wild magic, constant amalgamation, whatever you want to call it. When someone wild magic surges, usually it's a quick intermingling and that's it. But when temporal magic or some kind of permanent physical effect comes into play, there's a binding. They get messed up. And, well, she's not powerful than the very fabric of reality itself. So she loses. Whatever life force of hers that gets tangled up in that becomes technically not hers. Her very life expectancy goes down, whether her age goes up or it goes down. She surges
I get
again.
to speed run life? Nice! I'm kidding.
She surges again. Let's say she becomes 18 now, but that's 2 knots. Samson, you're good with rope. You ever try and get 2 knots out of a bundle of cord?
Yeah.
It's a little harder than 1 knot, isn't it? Especially when
Yep.
they're overlapping.
Yeah.
Well, as he just points to them, that's why it's so dangerous. At the rate she surges, it's very possible, with her luck, that, well, before you know it, she's going to have too many tangles that even I would have trouble getting them out. And the last thing I think any of us want is little old Nim deciding to walk along, and then all of a sudden she keels over and she's permanently dead.
That would suck.
Yes, Fireball isn't the only reason why people with wild magic don't live long lives. And if I'm going to put so much effort into teaching her, I want her to actually have a life expectancy. He mumbles under
Aw,
his
you
breath.
do like us.
As he just gives her a glare.
I have an unrelated question.
Does Yella have an unrelated question, or does Jade have an unrelated question?
Both.
Neither.
Jade have an unrelated question about Hyala.
I will field unrelated question from Jade about Hyala. The floor yields to Jade.
Did Hyala get enough sleep to recover spell slots on HP?
Yes, if you slept
Cool.
sometime during the long sleep, then yes.
Cool. Cool. Boop, 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 boop. That's all. And Rosebeard got thrown into his room.
Bowled into his room. Strike!
Right.
He's a bowling ball and him is a slinky. Probably about
Samson's
that
a funny
difference in
lizard.
weight, too.
In any event, dropping his, death glare at Nim. Any questions, or does that make sense?
Oh. That makes sense.
How are you still tired? Didn't you sleep like 16 hours or so?
Feels like I'm hungover.
Well, go drink something.
Go drink some
Yeah,
water.
that'll do the trick.
Oh boy. Water. He means water.
Where is it?
You can only drink water.
Pass
Damn.
the whiskey, miss.
Yeah, where's the funny water bottle?
Here you go.
Thank you. And he'll drink some water.
God, what a square.
Yep.
Flanders J.
He's a-
Merrymaker.
Hey Zanzibar.
Hey, Samson.
He's gonna like make a gesture at the decanter. He's like, did they make one of these for booze?
Not that you can have.
It's never going to be infinite. A decanter of endless water is endless because it has a small portal rune in the very basin of it. That portal links to the elemental plane of water, otherwise known as the hydrosphere. I could go on and on.
So
It
just
draws
get one
water
of
from
that
there.
and a whiskey.
One would theoretically have to create an entire pocket dimension with a near infinite amount of whiskey. Or vodka, gin, wine, etc.
Do you think they have one for apple juice?
Are apples an element?
No.
Oh, probably not.
Hyala's going to seem to realize something, be like, speaking of elements, has anyone seen the golems recently?
Samson's
Zanzibar-
going to ponder for a sec. No?
Watch them be like stuck in a crack.
They're on a tiny makeshift raft by themselves, like, it's like 500 nautical miles behind us.
Who knows? Maybe they fell overboard. Where was the last place you left them?
Yellow shoulder.
He just looks over at Hyala's shoulders. Unless you somehow figured out how to make them invisible while I wasn't looking, it doesn't look like they're there.
Hyala's gonna go look for them.
Those things don't need to breathe, do they? We should probably stick them in the bag of holding for a while.
You think
I
they'd be
like
fine
to
in
breathe in
there?
a bag of holding.
More so than they would out in the open ocean. At least that storm's over.
No, it's not.
What?
3 hours.
We're inside it.
Oh. How does that work?
Zanzibar just starts drawing a ring in the air again without even looking at Samson.
Something called a donut.
Oh. Donut what?
don't know.
Samson! Looks like a ring. Spins
All right.
clockwise and counterclockwise.
Alright.
We're in the middle of the ring. The band of the ring is the storm.
Oh.
We're traveling across the ring.
Ew.
Are we
Makes
expecting
sense.
any more fighting on the other side?
It is the migration of the monsters.
She's gonna pull out the bigger fancy bow. Start wondering if she should string it in advance.
Besides, the only reason why it's so calm right now is because, well, any of the monsters that are in the middle of the storm, within its eye, are down deep below, doing what, one does during a mass migration.
Take a nap.
Just keep swimming. Just keep...
Yeah. In case anyone got any ideas, don't drink the ocean water here.
Oh.
It's
Is it
salt
bad for
water.
you?
Who's gonna drink it?
What did Samson say?
Is it bad for you?
It's salt water.
He just lets out a long sigh.
What does that mean?
It's
The
also
Prima
mostly
Lago
monster
is a-
crap.
The Prima Lago is a mass migration. It's a mass migration because the krakens of the ocean spawn during it. Every
Yeah.
other monster comes to try and snack them off or snack off each other.
Ah, that's why the water's so glassy. Anyway, sorry.
Shay! Oh, I love it, but I also hate it.
God. Ah.
Oh, I like this Shay. I vote we keep the Shay.
Shay never changes. I don't know what you're talking about.
That is a lie.
I wasn't
That is
aware
an
You
absolute...
go through
staying is up
cycles.
to vote.
Yeah. Really wish I'd been informed.
It's not necessarily up to a vote. It's just whether or not we want to force Shay to stay in this safe state. We need this save file of Shay.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You never do.
Yeah, because I drank that dumb bitch juice.
Again, Shay, what did we say?
But it's tasty.
It's
Whoa.
So they get you that second time. Anyway, the water being not safe to drink.
Not necessarily unsafe, just,
It's unsafe to drink.
not necessarily something you want to take the risk on drinking.
So you're saying salt water is perfectly safe to drink.
No.
In small quantities, yeah.
You're okay with other types of salt as well.
Oh, I can't say that. That's too bad. It's wonderful, but... So now what does the gang do? You have a small reprieve.
I don't know about you two, but I'm kind of hungry.
Oh yeah, Yalla's trying to find the babies.
Yeah.
Roll me investigation to search the top of the deck.
Investigation. Whoops.
You,
Nah.
you don't certainly don't find them, but you're not sure. You've checked everywhere. They could be on the top deck, or they could not be. Results are inconclusive.
She's gonna specifically go check below the staircase where she was sleeping that one time.
I'm gonna go over to that staircase and roll another investigation.
I think it was this one.
Yeah, it was that one.
Nope.
first you don't see anything, but then you start noticing the corner and the, what's that called? When the wall meets the floor? That little edge? What's that called?
Oh yeah, it has a name.
Yeah, it has a name. But that little area, you see there's just a bunch of wet sand lying around. And it piles up closer to the corner.
Gonna...
Kiala gets a vacuum. Oh, something is stuck in the motor.
It's a giant rock.
Yeah, a giant rock gets stuck in the motor explodes.
Here comes the giant fist!
And here comes the giant fist! Ah!
Wow.
Wah.
Wah.
Wah. Wah. So yeah, a pile of sand.
Cool. She's gonna go and see if it like trails off in a direction or if there's more back there.
It trails off towards the corner. Just a pile of very wet, damp sand.
Gonna try and squeeze into the corner.
Shallow's gonna squeeze her whole body into the corner.
To the extent that she can. She's not a contortionist.
Okay, you do so. Do you dig out the pile?
Sure.
Pat it gently. Dig out the pile. And inside you find two very wet, small stones. Beeping sadly.
Aww.
Yeet!
Yes!
I throw them in the ocean.
Goodbye, my children, you have failed me.
Say goodbye to children!
Say goodbye to my children!
I'm good at that.
Haha! Now that my
You are definitively not.
Now that I've thrown these children into the ocean, I have 3 children I can be depressed and angsty about. Mwahaha! 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 Oh my god. Wasn't there an episode where he cried in the same pattern
Yes,
that he
he
laughed?
cried. He literally cried his entire way home. He went. It was really fucking funny.
Oh, Eddie, I think you and me should rewatch Dexter's Lab.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. We can even watch that episode where Dee Dee's imaginary friend gets turned inside out.
I want to watch the episodes with Action Hank.
Dee Dee!
Momo and I watched like 2
me.
episodes.
You only watched 2 episodes of Dexter's Lab?
Yeah, well, so she was showing me a lot of different cartoons, so we didn't watch more than
Like a few
that
episodes
of
at a time.
anything. Yeah.
Now, my knee-jerk reaction to say, alright, we're watching Dexter's Lab, but, like, there's already a long enough list. We gotta finish Black Books, Class of 3000, Community, we have to watch Pig.
We don't have to finish Community, we just have to watch, I think, the first 3 or 4 seasons.
I want to finish it.
Okay.
Unless it becomes painful. Like, if Britta gets any worse and takes over the show, then we can stop.
You see, Britta becomes the dean.
Oh my god, I could see
That
it
would-
too.
Be a step up.
And then the dean joins the gang.
That would be a step up. I can't believe I started out Community actually liking her character. But
Well,
then
that's
again, I
because she
think,
gets characterization until season 2.
Yeah.
yeah, then she's just nosediving. The only characters I still, well, I like Fat Neil. That's the. Oh my god, we're playing D&D, not talking Community. Ah, what is wrong with me? Anyway, yeah.
I like Gragnor the Wellendown.
Aw, poor Gragnor the Wellendead.
My favorite D&D character is Pierce Hawthorne.
I can't believe you could say that.
Who would win in a fight, Pierce Hawthorne or Zanzibar?
No one wants to touch Pierce, so Pierce.
Zanzibar doesn't have to touch somebody to kill him.
Even Zanzibar's magic doesn't want to touch Peter.